Testing. Testing. Is this thing on? Testing. Oh, okay, it is. This is just a test. 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 This is just a test.
Disrespected city boy, but ain't nobody true as me. Hustler till I die, they better have that in my eulogy. Getting in that overtime, I took my work to work with me. So while I'm on this paper chases paper cuts, purposely my net worth they're pondering. Skill set astonishing. Married the game without a ring, a breath of fresh air I'ma bring. Rise and fall, no I'm no swing. Allergic to fake, I'm fresher than spring. I don't give, I take, I'm selfish and mean. I'm fly as a fucking airplane wing. I'm out of space, I'm Freddy Krueger. Talk shit to my face, I'll read it, who knew ya? Cause my folks will leave black and blue. I don't send them to your door if they ain't going right through them. And I keep the weapon drawn like a fucking cartoonist. And they bent out of shape like an animal balloon. Is the beat is a whale, I'm a fucking harpooner. Yeah, Peter kiss my ass, I'm a fucking baboon. Tasmanian devil every track, cause I'm a Looney Tune. Hooded villain with the scowl, yeah, like I'm Dr. Doom. I mop and broom, I clean you up. Insurance fraud, your claim is tough. A swish you sweet, it's a bomb that's sweet. A lighter in me, I flame it up, no banging, bro.
This is just a test. 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 This is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This
is just a test.
This is just a test that you ain't studied up for. Yeah, crime scene a mess, but I'ma blood it up more. I've been down with the sessions, pushing out, go y'all lying to impress. Like fishing the folklore, what has happened, it's a damn shame. First play of my game, winning is my mind frame. Headshots, mind game, tech now switchblades, brass knuckles, AKs, dynamites and grenades. Blackout, be afraid. Time, I'm afraid not. Kill 'em all, blood clot. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I think he's a thug now. Cinderella, Goldilocks, say fairy tales and Photoshop. They talk shit and pose a lot. Allow me to impose a thought. You disrespect, you be destructing. Beat the beast, or be the boss. I'm known for pissing people off. You fishing boats and I'm a logger. Butcher shopping, they a hog. Tadpole to a frog. A mad bull if you a dog, and I believe if you a god. Sent here to cause destruction and crumble your infrastructure. Don't need applause or introduction. They on my dick like who you fucking. All the chicks I keep them clucking. Pressing thighs a KFC bucket. I get my Mac on and keep on trucking. They all love me no matter how reluctant. I'm in charge, bitch. Keep me plugged in. A gentleman who also be thugging. You dead weight like what that cat drugging. A pesticide when they be bugging. Time's up. Pencils on the desk. Don't worry, class. I know you did your best and it was hard for some. Easy for the rest. It ain't the end of your life if you fail. Cause
this is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test.
This is just a test.
This is just a test. This is just a test. This is just a test. This
is just a test.
This
is just a test. Just a test. Just a test.
This
is just a test.
What is going on, everybody? We are back again with another episode of E-Rock Radio. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Believe it or not, if you want to go give me a quick little follow on Twitch, here is all of my social medias. You can follow me right there, official_E_ROC_NNR on Twitch. But otherwise, you can go follow me here. But tonight, we got a very special guest coming in tonight. I've not actually heard him before, but he hit me up. He's like, yo, let me get on your show. And I'm like, all right, bet. So please help me welcome Belts.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey.
Life is good.
I'm here, aren't we?
Here we are, man. We're moving and getting the days going by.
Yes, sir. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Like I said, I've seen posts and stuff from you before, but I've not actually really seen anything from you.
Yeah. So I am a hip hop artist from Mankato, Minnesota. Born and raised in New Ulm. Moved over to Mankato about 11 years ago. Started a tire shop with my father. And
what tire shop, if you don't mind my asking?
It is called Miller Motors. So it had actually been around since 1927. And we just kept a pre-existing business going.
I the only reason I ask is because I work for a company called Pomp's Tire.
Oh, really? Yes.
Yeah.
I get tons of tires from y'all.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Where are you out of?
Savage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Connie used to be my sales rep.
Oh, shut the fuck up. What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
God, too bad I don't ever run that route.
Oh, for real. Now, hopefully you get to fill in sometime. Come down, check out the shop.
Yeah, I want to order some damn tires, motherfuckers. I don't ever see you guys order.
Absolutely. I'll keep them coming.
But funny as hell. Is that in New Ulm then, or in Mankato?
In Mankato.
Miller Motors.
Yep.
Is that like a dealership?
Nope. It's just a local mom and pop type shop. We do over the road service though, so we do a lot of large semi stuff, and then we got 3 bay shop.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, we're a little hidden gem of Mankato.
All right then. Well, anyway, continue on about yourself.
So yeah, I got into music. Started off here in Mankato. We used to rap in my cousin's basement, and he ended up introducing me to Robert Kobe. Shout out Intelligent Design. He got me on the first show, and from there, man, it was just like, how do I aim to keep going and build with that?
Okay. So and when did you start rapping?
I was probably like 16 when I first started like freestyling a little bit. I started actually like writing songs more so though, like 17, 18. And from there, we literally had our first show and we had like 3 songs that were actually like written, like, you know what I mean? To like ready to perform. But we were like, yeah, we'll take a 20-minute slot. And it was a big shit show of a first show, but it encouraged me to be like, all right, man, I got to work harder and keep going with this.
Yeah, it be like that.
It really does, man.
Yeah, I remember my first show. I mean, I think I only had like a 10, 15 minute slot for my first show. Shout out to Mookie the Magician, who is now also, I'm also in the same group as him. We have a group called Ice Kings. Make sure to go check us out.
Sweet. Definitely will.
But he's actually the one that put me on my first show at Cadence Records and Coffee in St. Paul.
Okay, cool.
This was like 2017, I think. I did that. And I had this just short little, I think it was like a 10-minute slot. Like I just had like a couple of songs ready, and I'm like, look, Mookie, can I please get on this show and come do a few songs? He's like, all right, yeah, come on. I'm like, sweet. So that's how I did my first show. Cool. I went first and then did my own thing.
Well, we all got to open, man.
I've done it more times than one.
That's what. Oh, absolutely, man. That's what it builds confidence, though. Coming to be one of the first acts in the stage, like you have to set the show. You set the whole bar for everything, and most people don't understand. They're like, "Oh, but I'm the first person." It's like, no, every other person that's on the bill is going to be like, okay, I have that level set right away.
Right. I have to be better than that.
Yep. Yeah, it's difficult, but it's a blessing to learn that way.
So. All right. Yeah.
Other than that, so I used to have a music festival here in Mankato. It was called Moonfest.
I think I heard of that.
Yeah, we had POS on it our second year. So like we were growing, we got a big stage, and then COVID hit, of course, and had to mess everything up.
Oh yeah. Is it going to come back?
I definitely hope so. Yes. Right now we're
hit your boy up, because I'm definitely trying to do some more festivals.
Hey, let's go. Absolutely, man.
You know what? I'm trying to perform in Mankato too. I've never performed. Here's the thing. I live in Savage. Yep. I've never performed in Mankato.
Really?
Yeah.
And that needs to happen then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I've been talking to a guy named Benjamin J. Shout out to him.
Hey, that's my DJ.
Yeah, I was talking with him because
yes, sir.
A bunch of the B&E cats hooked me up with him.
Okay. Yep.
I'm sure. Do you know B&E music?
I know PJ and
yeah, PJ's the one that hooked me up with Ben.
Cool. Way cool. Yep. PJ got me on a show at Just Wolf like
Part Wolf.
2 years ago, April. Or Part Wolf, excuse me. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That was an absolute blast.
Okay.
So yeah, we're making them cross connections, man. That's the best and coolest part about music is the network.
Yeah, and like the point I was getting at with Benjamin, and like I said, shout out to him, is he was actually trying to get me in at the What's Up Lounge.
Hey man, that is a fun venue.
I wouldn't know. I've never been.
We just had a show there with Mayday from Strange Music.
I was actually going to ask you about that because I definitely saw that, and I'm definitely super jealous because I fucking love Mayday.
I'm not going to lie. The moment that I was sitting out in the crowd and watched them rapping with my wireless microphones, they had my stickers on them and everything. I was just like, whoo! It was such like a surreal feeling, man.
I get that because I brought my we did a show at the Terminal Bar. It was UBI from Cess Crew.
Oh man, yes.
And what a shit show that show was. Anyway, I had brought my own lights because if you've ever been to the Terminal Bar, they don't really have much as far as lighting goes.
Okay.
So yes, please. I brought lights and I had UBI was performing in front of my lights or under my lights.
Dude, what a feeling. What a real
Granted,
feeling.
I felt really bad because the promoter was really thank you. The promoter was really not good with his time.
Yeah. Man, that's honestly like so the one thing with obviously Moonfest and like throwing shows in general, that is one of the hardest and like but most powerful skills is like to be like, all right, your slot's here, your slot's here, your slot's here, and we stick right to that.
Right. But the point I was trying to make was that by the time Yubi went on,
yep,
he only got to perform like 3 songs.
Oh no.
And this was when the restrictions were still up and the bars had to close at 11.
Oh, that's
so
difficult.
It got to be like 10:45, and I ended up because I also run sound at the Terminal Bar.
Okay, cool.
And so I ended up having to be the one to be like, look, I gotta cut you off.
No.
Oh, he was pissed.
Oh, that's hard, man. Especially because like you feel in a way like it's somewhat on you, but at the same point, like that shit, I mean,
the cool thing is that they ended up going in the back parking lot.
Okay.
And just doing a whole nother show.
Hey, honestly, that's probably way cooler.
Yeah, it was definitely, I didn't stick around for it because I was tired, my girlfriend was tired, and we just wanted to go home.
Right. After throwing a show, it is full exhaustion.
Well, I wasn't even the one putting on the show.
Oh, really? You're just part of it? Just a part of it? Yep. Man.
Like I said, I'm not going to mention who the promoter is because, you know, I mean,
I feel it.
I like him as a person, but as a promoter, he's not that great.
Yeah.
But
it's water under the bridge.
Yep. Moving on.
Yep.
But yeah. So I mean, going back to what how we originally got on this topic, I definitely feel you in the sense of, it's really cool to have these bigger name artists perform with things that are yours.
Right. Well, just and just them like in a way they're being a part of the local scene because like they're not a mainstream rapper or anything like that, but they know where their roots came from and how they got those shows. So like putting local people on and getting to be a part of that all is like such an awesome thing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Shout out to everybody watching right now. We actually got 7 viewers right now.
Hey,
on
what
Facebook.
up, everybody?
So did you always? Your last name is actually Beltz, Beltz.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Good in German.
I get that. My last name is Foss. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, very, very German and very Dutch. Actually,
When I
or
first
not
started,
Dutch, Danish.
when I first started, it was Biggie Belts.
Biggie
But
Beltz.
then
Okay.
But then like there's that foreshadow of like Biggie Smalls, you know what I mean? And like there's just too much respect that I got going on there. So I just changed it to all capital letters, Beltz.
Okay.
So like, you know, it's there for the mind still.
Definitely.
Yep.
You answered my question for me. I was going to ask you if you'd gone by any other names.
Oh yeah. So Biggie Belts, I was part of a group called Big and Nasty. That was my first ever group.
Okay. How many people were in that?
2. I was big, he was nasty.
What was you were Biggie Beltz obviously at the time.
Yep.
And then who was the other guy?
Rob Regan, man. He was one of my best friends. He moved down to Arizona to go work down there. But he was
Arizona.
he was he was on that very first show with me. So it was me and him writing in my cousin's basement. And we were introduced because of my cousin, who was his hockey coach.
Okay. And so was his rap name actually, did you say Rob?
So he went by The Real Easy.
So how did you come up with Big and Nasty?
Man, in some ways it was a tribute to Robin Big. Like that show was popping off at that point, and we were like, I don't know how he just says some nasty shit, you know what I mean? So, but no, he was a hell of a character, man, and we just had a bunch of fun making music together. And I think we were like freestyling or something like that, and that's where the Big and Nasty like came to be an idea. And then we had a first show lined up, and we're like, well, what should we like put our names on the flyer as? And we went with it.
All right.
Yep.
So you said you've been doing music since you were about like 16 or so. How old are you now?
28.
Really?
Yep.
I thought you were about this closer to my age, but all right.
Hey, it's all right.
It's all right. You're only 4 years older than me. It's okay.
Okay. You're 24?
I am.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I've been grinding for a while, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, though, is that I've actually, just give a little background on myself.
Yeah.
I have actually only been doing music since 2017.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I should be more specific.
What got you into music?
I should. This is my interview. Don't ask me questions.
Shit, I'm a friendly guy. I like to
know.
know.
Oh my gosh. No, I had to give you a hard time. I'll answer your question. Don't worry. But no, what I was gonna say was that I should be a little more specific in the sense that I've only been doing hip hop since 2017.
What was that?
I've only been rapping since 2017 is what I should have said.
Okay.
But I've been doing music like my whole life. Like I did like band and stuff and band and choir in high school, and played clarinet, saxophone, and then as time went on, I taught myself how to play the guitar, and then I taught myself how to play the bass, and then I took a couple drum lessons, and yeah. So I mean, I'm kind of a
self-learning, going with it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool, man.
But yeah, no, like I said, I've only been doing this hip hop stuff now for about 4 years.
Okay, cool. It takes so much more dedication than people think. Cause like most people are like, oh, you rap, like, cool, that's easy, whatever. It's like, no. Man, real hard work and dedication, especially when you're doing other things behind the scene.
Exactly. And not on time. People think, going off of what you said, people do think it's easy, but you get into it. When I first started, I thought kind of the same. I was along the same lines where I thought, this is going to be easy as shit. No. Especially because these days I'm actually more of a chopper.
Okay. Damn.
So I like to do a lot of chopping shit. And
I smoke too many cigarettes to be out there chop rapping.
You know what? I do the same thing and I still do it. So there was no excuse. Oh man. But it's all about breath control, I'll tell you that. What are you drinking on there?
This is yerba mate.
Oh, I've heard of those. I've seen those.
Oh man. They're like mini cans of crack. They just get me wired.
I'm drinking on something else, but cheers.
Hey, cheers to that. I'll be getting one of those during intermission.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
But let's see here. So I see a piano there. Do you make your own beats?
I've tried learning. It was actually the dude that I used to run the record label with. This is his keyboard and setup. So I try to learn from him. I wouldn't say by any means I have skills in that department, but I can help create melodies. I know what sounds I'm looking for.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, what program do you use?
Logic. Yep. So we were with, yeah. We had Reason before, and so we used Reason for like 3-4 years. And then I got a new Mac computer, which not the move, but I thought it was, because they're like, oh, Mac is music, No, you need something fast for music because this thing has that pinwheel of death all the time.
Well, it's not so much that it's the Mac, because a lot of people, Macs are good for music. It's just you got to get a really high-powered one.
Well, and more storage, and yeah, exactly. There's.
That's why I bought a $2,000 gaming computer for my music stuff.
That's the move. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sell my Mac and build a PC for music.
If you don't want to actually build your own one,
yep.
Another place I recommend, and this is the place I got mine, is Overkill Computers.
Overkill?
Yep. And they're based out of Florida. But they ship all the way, all across the US.
Okay, cool. Way cool.
So, but like I said, that's who made mine, and they actually offer financing and stuff too. So I had mine paid off in less than a year.
That's absolutely perfect.
So
yeah, because that's one thing with music, man, is like there are so many programs and so many different things and skills that you need to fully be able to take care of your own music.
Definitely.
No.
Do you mix and master all your own stuff?
Nope. That has been Mr. Ryan Rutches. Ryan Rutches has done most of, I would say 90% of my mixing and mastering. I also just started working with a new studio that opened up here in town called Mock Productions.
I feel like I've heard of them.
They're doing great things right now, man. He is literally booked every single day of the week with multiple sessions, and he's just cranking out the music. Like that's all he's doing, and I love to see it. They're two brothers, both probably within a 3 to 4 year range of each other, and they're taking over the scene for getting new music out there for everyone.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm not to take away from other people's businesses, but I also mixing and master probably way cheaper than everybody else.
Hey.
And
I will keep that in mind myself.
Yeah, I usually charge about $25 a track.
Okay, damn, hell yeah, that's incredible.
But yeah, I do all my own mixing and mastering. Like my first album I put out, I mixed and mastered myself.
Nice.
Which
is honest. So okay, I started to learn to mix. That was one thing that I was like. Every time I'd have a session with Ryan, I'd be like, I want to understand more of like what you're actually doing and how you're making my vocals this or that way. And so I'd sit there like a fly on the wall and, you know, just try to understand the concepts and the basic EQs and like the compressing and things like that. But I found it most difficult when I was doing my own voice, because in my head, like, it don't sit the exact way that I want it to sound.
Totally.
And so that was like one of the hardest concepts for me to kind of get down and understand. So when it came to mixing and mastering the album, I just, here you go, take it over.
Well, speaking of your music, let's get into some of it here. I've got a few tracks here from you. I'll play a couple of them. Which ones do you want me to play? I've got Lost, Not Lonely, Adios, Lemonade, Fell Asleep, No Stress, and The Dawn, Y'all Ain't Shit.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all are the shit, though, everybody that's tuned in here. Thank you. But let's random No Stress.
No Stress. All right. And then I'll play another one after that, and then we'll come back.
Perfect. I'm gonna go get a drink then.
You go get a little drinky poo.
Hey.
And don't forget, I got a few shows coming up here. The end of August, or the end of this month, next weekend actually. I will be at the Terminal Bar with Ice Kings. We're gonna be doing our thing. $10 cover for that one. Make sure to come out. Music's, I believe I have that starting at 8 because that's my show. So I'm going to believe that's starting at 8. And then August 6th and 7th, I will be in Texas doing a couple little things. And the 27th of August through the 5th of September, I'll be on tour with Koblenz, Von Sage, and Ghost the Alchemist. Make sure to come out and check us out there. We're going to go to Omaha, Colorado Springs, Phoenix, Amarillo, Wichita, and Sioux City. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, make sure to come out for that. But for right now, also, I can't find the right one. There it is. I really got to label these better. This show, as always, is sponsored by Armageddon Productions. Shout out to Nerd the King. Make sure to go check him out. I just found out recently that he is on all platforms. N3RD4KING. Make sure to go check him out. But for right now, we are going to play No Stress by my special guest tonight, Belts.
No boo, no way. No way. 2 shots of Express. Running up big checks. Getting good sex and no stress. No boo, no way. No way. 2 shots of Express. Running up big checks. Getting good sex and no stress. Early in the morning, gotta call a cab home. Drex typed in Uber X at the dome. He said, I know. She hit me midday like, where did you go? Can't escape these one-night flights, taking off and landing. Not know what I'm planning. Well, I listened to life, started laughing. Woke up in a new city, still dancing, same old shoes, click clacking. Wasn't trying to be romantic, it just happened. Don't be a fool, this ain't lesson when you take it out. Whip over, then we back to action. See you in the morning, honey. Say what? Down for me. Whoa, put it down on me. No boo, no way. No way. 2 shots of Express. Running up big checks. Getting good sex and no stress. No boo, no way. No way. 2 shots of Express. Running up big checks. Getting good sex and no stress. Body high like stars in the sky. Tried talking to her heart, disappeared like time. Took another gamble, running down the lines. Lust on hers, but I'm fucking on mine. Took a shot of whiskey as smoke lingered on her breath. Feel fall down, that's what I digest. Change is a moving, babe, by my own steps. Been holding the key, bless.
should not pray and confess. You just got tracked in my good chest saying, hold it down for me. Whoa, put it down on me.
My bad, y'all. Miscommunication. That was just an instrumental. We're going to play a different one. That last one was No Stress by Belts. This next one's called Adios.
I only got time to write my moves and step. Casting my words like my words are a spell. Say it in reverse, go ring it on bell. You're just a baby, I'm talking sperm cell. Working with the mass, motivated by peace. Uplifting mindsets with the Twin Peaks. Shifting the sands underneath your feet. Surfing through the sky like a serpent at sea. Came to the game just pretending to be an average Joe, just searching for some weed. Defining my moment that was set up by me. Fucking the game, I'm crushing the greed. You got the fire, I won't abstain. Smoking a doobie, I'm pouring champagne. Doing my shorty, stay out my way. I'm just a Martian holding my reign. When I say adios, I let my love grow. This ain't for no show. Tryna be on my own. I don't ask which way is the way home. When I say adios, I let my love grow. Staying on the surface so I can start to grow. Like my seeds called Acapulco Gold. Life stretch out past the edge of the road. Water blossom into what you wanna know. Take a smoke break, spark up gelato. About to cash in like I'ma hit the lotto. Winning was an option, we go full throttle. Not giving a second for what if so tomorrow. Just counted on one hand. Who was with in a bittersweet end? Most people in this circle can't comprehend what it took to be a member in MM. Some things in life can't go to plan. Overachieving our lives till we spend. Making the most, turning up with them. Got love for my brothers way past that. When I say adios, I let my love grow. This ain't for no show. Tryna be on my own. I don't ask which way is the way home. When I say adios, I let my love grow.
And that song right there was called Adios by Belts, who was my very special guest this evening. We're going to come back here, bring him back on screen. Go ahead and unmute yourself there, good friend. And we are back. I decided to switch up the I don't know if it's different on your screen, but on my screen I actually got it like where you're taking up half the screen and I'm taking up half the screen.
Yes, sir.
Especially because I got a camera now. Because the past few ones I haven't had a camera. Shout out to Stampede for giving me this camera.
That's awesome.
He was my guest last week. Make sure to go check out that episode. Like I said, it's on my Facebook right here that we're live on. It's on YouTube, and we were live on Twitch. I don't know if it actually saved that. To go look again. But another question that I have for you, Mr. Belts.
Hey.
is that how would you describe the music that you typically create after hearing it? I should say.
Man, I take a lot from the pop culture and spin it in with the hip hop. Hip hop is definitely like what I listen to the most, I would say, but I enjoy mixing in other genres and kind of doing that little bit of singing, a little bit of crooning for the ladies, you know. I like to make something that's not all of my music. I guess more so my style is shifted towards more making poppier music per se.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be real with you. That last song, that Adios, that was a bop. I liked that shit.
Hey, thank you, man.
That was definitely a bop.
So when I switched to, I would say when I was performing, so what Lost Not Lonely, little backstory here. Lost Not Lonely is my first ever studio album. Everything leading up to that point was a lot more hip hop, like more bars for the performance, the stage. And it was when I like first started like creating an album where I'm like, what defines me? Like I like to put out positivity and my sunshine into the world for like people to radiate with. And so I want vibrant music that like catches people to be like in a good mood.
Okay.
You know? So
okay.
Kind of it's a web of things that I guess pull my style together for me.
For sure. I can definitely respect that. Who was an artist that you would really most like to collaborate with?
Oh man, if I had an open book,
this could be living or dead.
Oh man.
Actually, you know what? We'll do one of each. One living, one dead.
Okay. Living, I would start with, would actually be probably like, man, someone like Shawn Mendes or Ed Sheeran. Like, I don't know why I would have so much fun getting to create something with one of those guys. And I know that's like, I could have anyone in the possibility of worlds, but like I said, my style has shifted a lot. And so like, I love that upbeat, like, let's get the party going.
You know, it's funny.
What's that?
I hate both of those artists.
I feel it though. Like I
think Ed Sheeran is fucking garbage.
Oh no, Eddie, come on, man.
I don't like any of his music.
All right, fair enough. So okay, let's say hip hop though. If I could do any hip hop artist, man, I would probably want to do something with either J. Cole or DaBaby.
I've not listened to much J. Cole, but from what I hear, I think he's all right. Yep. I don't like DaBaby though, but continue.
Okay, fair enough. And then
I just like giving my opinions where opinions aren't.
Oh, absolutely. No disrespect taken whatsoever. I got a funky style, and like that's kind of what creates me as being like who I am, you know.
You gotta, and you know that's one thing I appreciate about artists who have a unique style is that you have to have a unique style in order to for people to really dig you,
right?
At least in my opinion, because I feel like my stuff's pretty out there as well in terms of what I do.
Yep. Well, we're all independent artists. Like our flow is our own chi and creativity. Like what makes us who we are. And then artists that passed away, man. Mac Miller, 100% hands down.
I can respect that.
Mac's guided me through so much of my life. Like Mac is someone I finally can always find inspiration in.
I'm kind of the same way, but with Lil Peep.
Oh man, R.I.P. man. That is a soul.
I don't know if you can see it well, but this tattoo on my arm this whole tattoo
Yeah.
dedicated to him.
Bless. I feel that, man. Little Peep was something so different and so versatile. And a lot of that always got overlooked because he was like one of the first rappers to like step into that style.
Right.
And he paved the way for generations.
So much new music.
Yes. Yep.
Totally agree.
Yep. Little Peep, Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD is a huge inspiration of mine.
I can respect that. I'm not a huge Juice WRLD fan personally, but I can respect that. You know, there are Lucid Dreams, I think, is a great song.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's a few songs of his that I like. Same with Mac Miller. There's a few songs of his that I like. I don't really like all of his music, but
yep, I feel it.
Like I do, I definitely like that that one song that Mac Miller's got, that Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yes, sir.
So with you been doing this shit now for, you said you're 28?
Yep.
So you've been doing this shit now for a little over, probably about 10 years or so.
Yep.
And you've got probably a plethora of music.
Oh, yeah.
What is your favorite song to perform?
Ooh. Honestly, probably Fell Asleep. The one that was only the instrumental. It starts off super slow and singing and like cadency. And then there is a beat change up halfway through it where shit just goes bonkers.
Okay.
And I love jumping around the stage and like making people jump and dance. And so right when that happens, I go from like sitting on a chair. Usually I like to sit down when I'm singing it.
Okay.
And then I kick that shit over and it's go time. It's time to party. It's time to dance. It's time to get down.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. I'll have to get you on a show one of these days and I'll have to see it live.
Absolutely, man. I can.
Or you'll have to get me on a show, you know. Like I said,
exactly. We'll bring you down here too, 100%. Well, I've never been to that the place you said it was
the Terminal Bar.
The Terminal Bar. I've never been there. I've never seen it, so I'd love to come up there and check that out sometime.
Yeah, it's in Minneapolis.
Sweet. Yes.
You done many shows in Minneapolis or just the one you were telling me about with being?
No, I've done like 6-7 shows at Minneapolis. I've performed at Skyway twice. I'm
mad. Everybody's performed at Skyway but me.
Man, it's a cool place. It is a super cool place. So Skyway, I performed at the Underground or something
Club
like
Underground.
that. Yep.
It's either Club Underground or Underground Music Cafe.
Club Underground.
Okay.
Club Underground.
Under Spring Street Tavern.
Yep.
I've heard of it. That's another one I've never been to either.
Yep, that was super fun. We performed at it was a 4-story bar. It's like I want to say south side of Minneapolis. It was like called Club Paraiso. And
I've
so
not heard of that one.
It was the very top floor of this bar. You had to climb 4 flights of long, huge stairs to get up there, carrying up the merchandise, of course.
Oh, of course.
And that stage was just awesome. It was like you were in a junior high, middle school theater. You know what I mean? It's like,
you said it was called Club what?
Club Paraiso. It may be called something else by now. That was in 2017 or 18.
How do you call that? Club
Paraiso. It was I know that there's a cop shop somewhere nearby there because I remember smoking and looking across the street and being like, shit. And there's a bookstore by there. It's by a Hy-Vee. Club Paraiso was the name of it. DJ North Star was the guy that put us on that.
DJ North Star. I've heard of him.
DJ North Star used to be a part of the Mill City Collective.
No, like I said, I've heard of DJ North Star.
Okay, yep.
Oh, you sure it's not called the Parizo Lounge?
Parizo Lounge. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because it's right there off of Lake Street.
Yep.
Yeah, it's it must be because it's popping up as this place called El Nuevo Rodeo.
Okay. Yeah, I think that spot exactly didn't last that long, but like the venue itself was incredible.
Okay.
That was a good time.
Well, it looks like they're still open.
Well, let's try to get them shows rolling up there again. Then.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it was a super awesome spot.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they do a lot of like they're more like a Spanish club.
Yes, well, so that's what I was talking about. Their levels. So the first floor was like a diner or like a restaurant. The second floor was that Spanish club at the time. And then the third floor was some other club. And then the fourth one was Parizo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
And then I performed at Part Wolf.
I am.
And then
I
also
performed at Part Wolf before it was Part Wolf.
Really? What did it used to be?
It used to be this place called oh God, what was it called? Nomad World Pub.
Oh shit. So I've heard of Nomad. I didn't know that was the same spot.
Same spot.
Really? How
They
cool.
just changed names.
Okay. Way sweet.
Although I liked it better when it was Nomad.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
They had a better beer selection.
Yep. That's part of the balance.
Yeah.
But,
no, there's like I said, there's a few cool spots up here that I performed. Like I know I've done one show at the Caboose.
Hey, me too.
Hey.
I did get to play at the Caboose. That was somebody's birthday party I performed on.
Oh, word.
What's that?
I said word.
Yeah. Yep. It was somebody's birthday, but it was, dude, what a cool venue that is.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a cool venue. Although the sound sucked the night I was there. I ended up losing my voice because I couldn't fucking hear myself.
Which is the worst thing to have happen, man. When the monitors towards you aren't loud enough, you think you got to scream.
Yeah.
Nope. That shit.
Well, and it
sucks.
didn't help. I already wasn't feeling well that night, and
Oh,
luckily I was with Ice Kings.
Okay.
So we were doing an Ice Kings set.
Yep.
So I didn't have to rap the whole time.
It still is difficult. Even as soon as you lose your voice, the rest of the show is just a battle.
Oh yeah, like I said, the sound guy did not have the vocals loud enough in the monitors.
Yep.
And it was just
That's one
I
thing
sounded
though,
like
man.
shit.
When you get to come to the What's Up, that is one of the best sound systems or it's like sound setups. The sound guys are always on point there.
Word.
Yep. That is one of the most beautiful parts about that venue. Every time you're up there, you're like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to sound on a stage.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'll have to get down there.
Absolutely, man.
But let's see here. What's your favorite venue you've performed at? Well, actually, hold on. Back up. I'll ask that question here in a second.
Okay.
Have you done shows out of state?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your favorite venue you've performed at?
Out of state?
It could be either here or there.
I mean, honestly, my favorite show I've always ever done was my own Moonfest.
Okay.
Because we paid for top tier sound and stage.
Okay.
So it was the full festival stage setup, the full festival stage sound.
Okay.
And every year we had somewhere around 300 people out there.
Watching?
And so I guess it's a mixture between the actual performance itself, and just like the feeling of performing after you set all that up, like created it, made it happen. Like that was every time we got to come out on stage in the 3 years we did it, it just felt like such a dream. Like you look out in the crowd and you see all these people and these that you brought together for it. And it was just so much fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. I've only performed on one festival. It was this. Shout out to my buddy Chill Will. He put on this.
Hey, the Will Fest or
Chill Fest.
Chill Fest, yes.
Were you on that?
I was not on it, but we've talked multiple times about getting on that. Yes.
Yeah, I was on the first ever run of it.
Really?
Yeah,
no shit.
Yeah, Chill Will's a good buddy of mine. He wants me to come back for it, and I told him
yes.
He was going to try to do it this year. And I don't think it's going to end up working out, but he's going to try to do it next year. So if he does it next year, I'll probably, hop on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. That's
because, like I said, Chill Will's the homie. I mean, I hate driving up to Cloquet, but it's for the homie. It's for the homie.
Yep. One of my so we performed on Earth Rhythms, and that's like I think just as far north as Cloquet. It's over by Detroit Lake side of Minnesota, though.
Okay, I think that might be just a little farther north of Cloquet, but yeah.
Okay, yep. That was such a fucking drive to get there.
Especially from Mankato. Like, it's already, like, from the cities where I'm at, it's already, like, a 3.5 hour drive from here to Detroit Lakes.
Yep. Yeah, it took us 8 hours to get there. And then you get there and you're like, okay, now we got to party and do all this and, like, actually be out and talking to people.
Yeah. See, for me, going up to Cloquet is only like, 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. Which, I mean, it's still, dude, it's just like sitting in a car for that long. We're big guys.
No, I mean, you heard me earlier. I'm going on tour later this year. And I'm going to be doing most of the driving.
I know how that goes. I'm designated driver.
Well, and I volunteered to do it because I'm like, we're taking my car, and I don't want to let anyone else drive my car.
I feel that.
But yeah, like I said, well, it's 6 hours from here to Omaha, and that's our first stop is Omaha.
Are you linked up with Justin Strawson?
The name does not ring a bell.
Okay, Nice Enough Entertainment.
Oh, that I've heard of. Okay,
yep. So that's the dude that runs that, and I just associate automatically Omaha with that. What venue are you playing at?
The South Omaha's finest tequila garage.
Okay, cool. Way cool.
But
that already sounds like
my homie One World Light hooked me up with that.
What was his name?
One World Light.
Okay, cool. Way cool.
But then we're going to Colorado Springs after that the next day, and that's about an 8 hour drive from Omaha to Colorado Springs.
Yep, strapped in, buddy.
And then directly after the show in Colorado Springs, we are driving 12 hours from Colorado Springs to Phoenix.
Oof.
Directly after the show. We're not getting a hotel or nothing there. Like, we're getting a hotel in Omaha.
And you're planning to drive yourself straight through?
Oh, yeah.
I would take rotating shifts.
We'll see.
Yeah, true.
I drive for a living, so that's nothing for me.
Fair enough, then. Fair enough.
And I'm not planning on drinking or smoking or anything that night, so I'm like gonna
make it happen.
I'm like, because if I smoke, I am going to get tired.
Bedtime.
Yeah, and I don't want that. So none of that for me that week, that day. But and then like I said, and then we're spending a week in Phoenix.
Oh, fun.
So we'll be there. We're leaving on a Friday, and then we'll get to Phoenix on Sunday. and then we're staying Sunday through Thursday in Phoenix, and then we're
So
leaving,
you got
leaving,
shows down in Phoenix then?
Yes, we have a show in Phoenix on that Thursday.
Okay, cool.
And I've got, another reason why earlier you were talking about your friend that moved down to Arizona. Another reason that I said, shout out to Arizona is because my whole second family down there, like 867 Entertainment is down there, and
cool.
That's my whole second family basically.
Way awesome.
And but then that following Friday, we're leaving Phoenix and driving 10 hours to Amarillo, Texas.
Oof.
Through 2 different time zones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Talk about jet lag, buddy.
Oh, tell me about it. And then the next day, after we were performing in Amarillo, we're heading up to Wichita to do a show at the Elbow Room.
Okay.
And that's about a 6-hour drive.
So is this you and your group going?
No, it's me. Von Sage is part of the group. But no, it's me, Von Sage, Koblenz, and Ghost the Alchemist. And Ghost the Alchemist is actually from Arizona. He's part of that 867 Entertainment that I was telling you about.
Sweet. That makes all the world of difference, having people and connections around the world.
Oh yeah. I've got connections all around the country.
That's awesome, man. That's part of the networking thing. Like, that's my favorite part of music is the people that I've met on this journey.
Oh, exactly. Like, it's crazy to think how far I would have never imagined that in 4 years I would be going on tour.
Right.
Let alone setting up my own tour. Like, I set all of this up myself.
Exhausting. That is, bro, we're working on the same thing right now for fall. And it's stressful.
Oh yeah.
No, but the reward that you get out of doing that and getting to perform music across the country is everything. That's the reason we do it. It's the reason that it fulfills the soul.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Nope. That's all I got to say to that is yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, we're going to transition here and we're going to play some more music. Looks like your buddy King Size, you know him?
Oh, yeah.
He sent me a song yesterday.
Okay.
Believe it or not. And I asked him, well, you want me to play it? And he's like, yeah. So we're going to play it. He sent me this track. It's called Please Don't Hate Me.
Hey, shout out my merch guy, King Size.
So we're going to play that real quick, and then we'll come back with more beds. Actually, we're going to play that, and we're going to play one more track, and then we'll come back. Go ahead and mute yourself.
Please don't hate me, please don't hate me. I am going crazy, I'm going crazy. Please don't hate me, please don't hate me. You're the best thing life gave me. Please don't hate me, please don't hate me. I am going crazy, I'm going crazy. Please don't hate me, please don't hate me. You're the best thing life gave me. I told you that I love you. Just wish that I could hug you. You don't have to date me, but baby, please don't hate me. Dang girl, I really love and miss you. Wish I could hug you, wish I could kiss you. We got some problems, we got some issues. Wish I could see you, but I'll never get to you. You are the reason I don't sleep at night, but you are the reason my life is alright. The reason I smile and the reason I cry, you're the reason
Got this barrel to my head, feeling like Cobain. I don't fucking need these pills, what I really need is change. I'ma fight with all I got, put them demons in a cage. Be known as a survivor when they're heavy in my grave. Dark thoughts up in my head, feel like the pilot going down. Here with these overwhelming waves, feels like I'm gon' drown. And all I know is darkness, I came from the underground. With a beat of mic and words, I just took over my town. A lot of locals try to slay me, but I forever wear the crown. Just a boy with his mic, flowing over in sound. Since the age of 15, your boy had a vision. Took a while to fucking get it, but I brought it to fruition. If it wasn't for this crap, I would have ended up in prison, depressed, up in my room, constantly snorting up prescriptions, razor slices on my wrist, bloody cuts, needing stitches, not knowing deep inside my mind that I was truly gifted. Cleanse my body of the drugs. Suddenly my world shifted, for the war zone in my head, and my destiny wasn't scripted to be the voice of mental struggles and those fighting addictions. Lost many to the grave, and it made me go ballistic. Which could have my brother back, he lost his life when he sniffed it. Which could have my sister back, but she spent time up in the prison. All those I lost to suicide, I think about them nightly. They lost to mental war, lost their life to their psyche. Got this barrel to my head, feeling like Cobain. I don't fucking need these pills, what I really need is change. I'ma fight with all I got, put them demons in a cage. Be known as a survivor when they lay me in my grave. The struggles of my life, wouldn't wish them on my enemies. I know I ain't perfect, but shit, I don't pretend to be. I fought my mental wars, had me locked inside a cage. Couldn't deal with my own life, so I wrote it on the page. Lost everything I love, seems 100 times or more. It gave fuel to my fire, suddenly my ship soared to a whole other world, far away and beyond. Bless me with the fucking skills to turn me to an icon. Endured all this life could give, and it fucking broke my heart. But I grew up in chaos, it's been this way since the start. Could've slept on my struggles and I could've gave in. Could've took my whole life and brought my pain to its end. Instead I picked myself up every time I hit that dirt, and I wrote my pain away to leave my story upon this earth. So all those out there struggling, just know that I feel your pain. On them days you're feeling hopeless, dropping tears like it's rain. Wanna be everyone's escape, but not everyone feels these words. Be able to cure your pain, cause it's not what you deserve. But I know I'm not God, that's not the life that I lead. Just hold my words and pack you enough to think before you leave. Got this barrel to my head, feeling like Cobain. I don't fucking need these pills, what I really need is change. I'ma fight with all I got, put them demons in a cage. Be known as a survivor when they lay me in my grave. Yeah, I'm be known as a survivor when they lay me in my grave. Yeah, I'm be known as a survivor when they lay me in my grave. Yeah, I'm be known as a survivor when they lay me in my grave. Yeah, I'm be known as a survivor when they lay me in my grave.
And that last song right there was called Barrel to My Head by my good friend CJ Beretta out of Wisconsin. I don't remember where in Wisconsin. Sorry, buddy. But shout out to him. Oh, I gotta pause things. That'd be smart. But we're gonna come back with Belts live from his little spotty spot in Mankato.
Down in the studio.
So we're getting close to the end of the show here. And a question I like to ask all of my artists that I bring on is, if you could give somebody a piece of advice right now, what would it be?
With life or performances or music in general?
Anything.
Man, I guess my biggest thing is don't let shit get to you, man. Like every day is a new day. Every second's a new chapter. So creating the best version of you may not happen in that moment. It may not happen in a week or 2 months, but every day you inspire yourself to be more, you're inspiring everyone else around you to be more and better.
I like that. Nice and positive. I like that.
And then let's hit a performance thing real quick. Practice, practice, practice. Rehearsal is the most underutilized thing that any artist has. Don't necessarily the week before you're supposed to perform, try not to talk, but weeks leading up to knowing you have a performance, rehearse. Whether that's in the shower, whether that's down in your studio, whether that's on a microphone or not, know how you handle yourself on a stage.
See, I've tried doing that, and then I actually get on stage, and I'm completely different.
It's one of the bringing your live performance game to rehearsal is one of the hardest things to ever do because it's a mindset. It definitely is, and there's an adrenaline that adrenal gland that starts pumping is so much different from a rehearsal space to there. But just being confident in what you have going on, like, you know, your lyrics and what kind of things you want to bring to the stage is what's going to overall leave that everlasting effect.
I like it.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, here's another question I like to ask. Say you were given a call right now to go open up for your favorite artist. Who would that be?
My favorite artist right now?
Yeah, so like just who would, like, if you could open up for any artist right now, who would it be? Like say you got that call and be like, look, I got a slot open for this artist. Who was that artist?
It'd be Young Gravy, man.
Fucking Young Gravy, dude. Another Minnesota native.
Bro, I've been tweeting at this dude for like the past 4 weeks because he has a Minneapolis show on his fall tour.
Oh yeah.
Like, I will fuck the old ladies in your crowd, man. This is my jam.
He's got a song with Puya and Ramirez and this other guy whose name I can't fucking remember. It's called The Boys Are Back in Town. And oh my God, is that shit fucking fire. That shit
Absolutely.
is such a banger. And like, and it helps too because I love Puya and Ramirez.
Oh yeah. Puya is so dope. So dope. I
have been at Puya's fucking throat trying to get him to let me open up for him on his tour.
And that's it, bro. That's, as independent artists, we have to consistently market ourselves to them guys. Because if we know our fan base and we know how to grow, like, fall into your keys. Try to make them, manifest them to happening.
Like, I have been commenting on his shit on Facebook, Instagram. I don't have Twitter, otherwise I do it on Twitter.
Yep.
But like, I have been commenting on his shit. I've messaged him a bunch of times. And it's like, just please, I want to open for you.
One of the, so like, little tip for all the artists listening out there, is as soon as you see that show drop when he's coming to your city or your area, reach out to the venue and the promoters. Like,
you know, that's one thing I haven't done is reached out to the venue. I should do
that. That is a key.
I should do that because I think it's at the Fillmore.
Okay. Oh man. That venue is amazing.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never been, but it's Puya and Josiah.
Okay. Way dope. Yes, man. That's one of the keys is reaching out to the venue itself.
I'm going to do that later.
Perfect. Hey, send them that EPK.
I don't have an EPK, but anyway, I usually just send them, hey, check out, this is my Facebook, my SoundCloud, and all this shit.
I feel that. EPK, I just developed myself this year.
For sure.
And not to say that it has boosted anything because I still haven't gotten a show because of that. So whatever is your niche and you know how to word it best to the venues, like that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Nope. But yeah, so Young Gravy, no question.
Fuck yeah, no. Like I said, another Minnesota native. He's out of Rochester, I believe.
He is.
Another place I'm trying to get. I've actually got connections down there too. If you want to get connected with them, go check out 507 Creative Collective.
Brad.
Go check them out.
I'm going to be there this weekend for the Prof show on Friday night and then Mark Ribier on Saturday.
Are you opening up for them or just?
No, just going out to try to make connections though. I know Prof's man or his one of the dudes on his team super well. And so he said he would get us hooked up to like coming out and hanging out with him at least. So
I'll bet.
Yeah, that's where it all starts.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep. That was the thing with that Mayday show we did.
Uh-huh.
We got to hang out with them afterwards and make that connection. And
Oh,
they're
that's
like,
what's up.
as soon as we're back in the area, like down in this area, we're gonna hit you up to be on an opener again.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude,
So-
if that ever happens again, hit me up. I want to get on that shit.
I feel it, buddy.
Because
I fucking
like
feel
I love Mayday, and I know I talked about it earlier, but my good friend Mookie the Magician loves Mayday as well. Like that's
Sweet.
one of his favorite artists is Mayday. So to open up for them, I'm sure he would be chomping at the bit to get on that.
Absolutely, man.
But I mean, and I've opened up for my fair share of strange music's artists as well. Like I've opened up for Stevie Stone.
Oh, cool.
I've opened up for UB.
Yep.
I've opened up for Cut Calhoun, who I mean he's not strange music anymore, but
Anymore, but what an amazing artist he is.
I opened up for Cut. Another non-strange music artist I've opened up for Twisted Insane countless times.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he knows me and Ice Kings by name.
Hey.
I've actually got a song. You ever listen to any of the other Brain Sick music artists?
Not too much, no.
You ever heard of Kamikaze?
Yes, I have.
I've got a song with him.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you later.
Cool, please.
Yeah, I've got a song with him. Another Minnesota native. Shout out to Kamikaze. Unfortunately, he doesn't do live shows anymore. He's retired from live performances, but like I said, shout out to him. He's a genuinely cool dude, and I love.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Well, let me see here. What's a useless talent that you have?
What's that?
What is a useless talent that you have?
Useless. I'm a good golfer.
That's a pretty useless talent.
Yeah. I can cook well, that's a good talent.
I would say that no. Anything cooking is not useless.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with golfing.
Okay.
Final
It's
answer.
like, I know for me, a useless talent that I have is I just had it and I lost it. That's my useless talent. I'm great at forgetting things. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I would say when I was younger, my useless talent was that I had a 3-octave range.
Oh shit. That's pretty useful.
Yeah, I used to have a 3-octave range, and then I started smoking weed and cigarettes.
Yeah. Feel that, man. I used to feel like I could really hit some high notes when I was singing and doing stuff.
Uh-huh.
Now we're a solid bass.
Yeah, I'm like a baritone.
Yeah. There's no
used
escaping it.
Christ, I mean, when before I hit puberty, I used to be able to hit soprano.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I used to be able to get up there.
Oh.
but then, like I said, I got older, and then I was in high school. I was a tenor 1, tenor 2,
Okay.
and then I could also do like baritone stuff. So like tenor 1, tenor 2, baritone.
I will tell you my biggest regret, speaking of like that, is not going out for high school choir.
Why?
Never,
Why is that?
ever. And I wish I would have learned, just for the simple facts of like learning breath control and learning like how to really open up vocal ranges. Like, it's amazing what taking some lessons and taking the time to learn will actually do for a person.
Yeah. I've only taken a handful of voice lessons. I need to go back because I need to relearn breath control.
Yep. That's one of the best parts about being in a group. I actually just started, well, I didn't start. We collectively started a new group. It's called The Boys. We got our first single on SoundCloud called To You. And then I was also part of a group called R&B, which had You Wish, DJ You Wish, shout out him again, Mr. Ben. And then Ryan, the producer.
So this group that you were just talking about, the
Yep.
one before that,
The Boys.
The Boys, yes. Who's in that one?
It is Exquisite and Dylan Mock, aka Demo. Demo is the owner of the Mock Production Studio.
Okay, yep.
And so that's how it came to be. Was I slid through there. I was working on a song and we all were just kicking it afterwards. Me and Ethan had a song together. Exquisite had a song together on my album called Change Up. And from there, we ended up like, we were just all vibing out afterwards, and we started siphoning through beats, and like, it was such a good vibe. Like, the energy was there.
Okay.
You know, when you like sit in a room with certain people and like, there's just no denying like,
Right.
what's
When
coming.
there's a vibe, there's a vibe.
100%, man. And so that's been one of my probably like most exciting things after I put out my album. Like, after I put out my album, I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to like keep doing music.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you get such a high from like putting it out there, then you're like, oh, and now what do I do?
For me, excuse me. For me, I put out my first album 2 years ago, and just immediately after that, I started working on my next one, and I've been working on it since.
And I'm there now. I'm like ready to go. We're working on a project together, us guys, or the boys. And that has my full creative juices back in me.
Okay, I bet.
Excited about life again. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, dude. So going back to the whole, high school choir thing,
Yep.
I'm going to tell you a little known fact about me. I have, because of high school choir, I have performed at the largest church in the world.
What?
I have performed at a mass at St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican.
What?
Vatican City, baby.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Man.
My high school band and choir took a performing tour over in Italy, and we performed at a bunch of different spots, and the choir got to perform at a mass at St. Peter's.
That's so cool.
So I can officially say that because of that, I have performed at the largest church in the world.
Yeah.
How many people get to say that?
What's up, man? That's awesome.
Like, I'm not religious by any means, but it's definitely something to boast about.
Oh, it's not even about you performed at the Vatican.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, let's go.
Oh yeah, it was
That's
definitely
cool,
a fun
man.
time.
That's
And
way
if anybody out there is like, "Oh no, you didn't," bullshit, message me. I got proof I was there.
cool. Hey, hell yeah.
That's
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, no, it was super fun. It was really cool. It was definitely an experience. The acoustics in there are just
Unreal.
incredible.
Man, that's something I'm a big sucker for, is like room acoustics.
Oh yeah.
You can walk into somewhere and just hear that clean, natural reverb.
Oh yeah.
That's chef's kiss right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just
Hey.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, we're getting close to the end of the show here. I'm gonna go ahead and play a couple more songs, and then we're going to call it quits.
Right on, man. Well, thank you so much for having me tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you coming on. It was definitely a good time.
Good vibes. Absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait till our paths cross soon, man. We're going to link up for a show for sure, both in Mankato and up Minneapolis.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Most definitely. So
once again, if anybody's still out there, I'm Belts. You can find me on all social medias at Belts Music. I got the newest album out, Lost Not Lonely, on all streaming platforms. And thank you again, Eric Foss. E-Rock.
Yes, sir. I'm like, that's not my name. Well, it is my
No,
name, but that's not my
government
name.
names. Shit.
That's not what I go by on here.
Hey, I feel that, buddy. I'm so bad with that. I'll be on. That's
it's okay. You're not the only one that's done it.
One quick side note is every time I'm on stage, not on purpose, I promise you, Ben, if you're listening, I go, DJ Ben, and he looks at me, he's like, fuck you. Like, it is such a regular thing, and it's not on purpose, dude. It's just like, that's your homie, you know?
Right.
Shit.
I definitely understand that.
Hell yeah.
But this first song I'm about to play here is called Icky Sticky by Lil Bimmy.
Hey.
Icky Sticky got me like Jimmy and Timmy. Getting jiggy while fucking up all my kidneys. No, I ain't sipping, but I'm trippy off that licky. Drop a tad down my chimney, come and feel the vibe with me. Icky Sticky got me like Jimmy and Timmy. Getting jiggy while fucking up all my kidneys. No, I ain't sipping, but I'm trippy off that licky. Drop a tad down my chimney, come and feel the vibe with me. I'm getting crazy to the point I'm looking suspect. I look around, try to see what I can detect. I can't see them, are they breathing? God tell me, am I still bleeding? It's a sequence, you can flip it and repeat it. Turn it into a beating, but you'll be cheating. I had this dream once I had a pair of nunchucks. I hit you in the head with the end and got skull fucked. Kissed you on the mouth and covered you with my nut. I'm a sick fuck, y'all should know that. Welcome to an episode of Bimmy's program, where you hear about the shit that makes you go mad. Like the way I'm on the stage at the Nomad. No plans, got the homies better know that. Fuck your sister and your mama and the snack packs, cause you know who her daddy is, you dumbass. Rockin' with the misfits and chillin' with my bitch Jameson. She going down so good every time I forget my name again. Did so many drugs I don't think that I will be sane again. Why you think I do what I'm trying to not feel pain again? Welcome to the darkest you ever seen me, boy Benny. Cause it seems these motherfuckers are honestly quite forgetting just exactly what I went through and what was my fucking setting. So listen motherfuckers, cause it's about to get embedded. You look at me, I'm 6'3", not literally but mentally. You're threatening, I'm at the scene, we're not the same, can you agree? I'm just looking for a good buzz. Might fuck around and maybe call up the cold plug. The homie Jay say he got that shit makes you go nuts. I might just do it because lately I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, lately I don't give a fuck. Because the love that I am getting, it is not enough. Icky Sticky got me like Jimmy and Timmy. Getting jiggy while fucking up all my kidneys. No, I ain't sipping, but I'm trippy off that licky. Drop a tad down my chimney, come and feel the vibe with me. Icky Sticky got me like Jimmy and Timmy. Getting jiggy while fucking up all my kidneys. No, I ain't sipping, but I'm trippy off that licky. Drop a tad down my chimney, come and feel the vibe with me. Icky Sticky got me like Jimmy and Timmy. Getting jiggy while fucking up all my kidneys. No, I ain't sipping, but I'm trippy off that licky. Drop a tad down my chimney, come and feel the vibe with me. Icky Sticky got me like Jimmy and Timmy. Getting jiggy while fucking up all my kidneys. No, I ain't sipping, but I'm trippy off that licky. Drop a tad down my chimney, come and feel the vibe with me.
And this last song I'm going to play is Fire in the Trunk by my good friend Toby Swisher. Make sure to come check him out on July 31st at the Terminal Bar with me and Ice Kings.
I roll a doobie, get high on my Scooby Doobie. Bitches that wanna screw me is calling and trying to swoop me. Bumping that Snoopy snooping, got goofies up in the hoopty. I'm rolling around in my hood, screaming out whoopty woo, whoopty woo. Nigga, only got room for two, but my crib this late afternoon. It's whatever I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to go do it soon. Found this new instrumental, I probably gon' make a tune. Probably gon' hit my tune to release all of my inner tunes. Yeah, I'm like the movies, fucking around with these hoochies. Touchy feeling with smooches. Jimmy up in my wallet, no hesitation to do it. Burden of entertainment when capitalizing music. Making a remedy to go satisfy all my humans. Slay all my sleeping dragons. Battle rapping the jaw on your body. The one I'm dragging your body, lay in my casket, bastard. Nah, sober and fully plastered. Working like I'm a slave, but I'm chilling like I'm the master. Acid in my delivery, irritating the masses. Passing my rapping classes, behind designer glasses. Asses need to be slapped, but these rappers thinking they faster than Jabba Joe on a killing spree. And I'm cannibal. My meals are prepared, but I bought love of Hannibal. Yeah. I eat your brain like a cantaloupe. Cannon up on my table, my angle send you to Angelo. Motherfucking beasts and these rappers looking like antelopes. Motherfucking beasts and these rappers don't run with animals. Everybody say that I cock and spray with a hammer. Don't Annie up on my medical cuffs. I got the antidote jump. I got fire in the trunk. I got fire in the trunk. Woo-ha! I got fire in the trunk. I got fire in the trunk. Woo-ha! I got fire in the trunk, I got fire in the trunk, hey, hey, I got fire in the trunk, motherfucker, I got fire. I don't spit baby talk, don't do that goo goo gaga. I am that dude to look boo your head off like Nobunaga. I got 2 dudes and 2 deuces, that's deuces to the problems. Them bitches go do. That's sayonara. Ain't claiming God in my title, I claim the higher power. You couldn't marvel my prowess, I climbed the higher tower. Lyrics like birth and the dragon, nigga, that's firepower. Magician mixed with a ninja bulb like Okinawa. I'm always rolling and blowing, smoking the dopest sour. I hope you focus, my hocus pocus ain't smoking mirrors. My flow like locust, I'm loco long as I call these niggas. My flow like dopest like coke, before it's cut, my nigga. And everybody look at me because I'm so impressive. But then I teach them a lesson and they become aggressive. Homie, I've murdered the lesson, that's how I got progressive. You couldn't last a fucking second in my effervescence. Bitch, I got fire in the trunk. I got fire in the trunk. Woo-ha! I got fire in the trunk. I got fire in the trunk. Woo-ha! I got fire in the trunk. I got fire in the trunk. Woo-ha! I got fire in the trunk. Motherfucker, I got fire in the trunk. Say what? Fire! GC!
And that last song was Fire in the Trunk by Toby Swisher. Make sure to go check him out. He's super dope. Like I said, he's going to be on my show next Saturday at the Terminal Bar. Come out for that. Like I said, $10 cover. Doors are at 8 or something like that. I don't actually remember. Go check it out. If you want more details, you can message me. Like I said, come out for that. Special thanks again to my guest tonight, Belts, all the way from Mankato. Shout out to you, bro. And we're going to call that quits for tonight. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Next week, we are back with DJ Iron Gut. Make sure to come and check out for that.